Good evening, everyone. This is Robert, RJL 518, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1981 season is on the air. Today's date is June 4th, 1981. The strike is only a week away in this season, but we have no strike yet tonight. We are at Busch Stadium as the Montreal Expos will take on the St. Louis Cardinals. The Expos come into this game at 22-26, and they are right now 2 games behind Pittsburgh for third. The Cardinals are 29-14. They are only 2 games back of the Phillies for the National League East lead. The Cardinals historically won this game 4-1, 16 hits and 3 errors combined. Woodman 564 and BB join us here at Busch Stadium. You may see a little bit of a change in the lighting. I went ahead and moved my light a little bit further over the field. I understand about the glare right here. I figured, I think we could deal with the glare and I can get a little bit more light on the field and more light on my cards and my charts so I can see a little better. So I don't think you have a problem with the lighting. Plus, I think it is a little brighter now for you guys. I really want to put it right over the field, but at the moment, the camera kind of blocks it. Maybe one day I'll get a little bit better position. Steeler fan joins us here at Busch Stadium. So we got a good matchup here between the Expos and the Cardinals. A bit of a hodgepodge lineup between the two teams. I wondered at this stage of the year in 81, I wonder if they knew the strike was coming. I don't really know much about the 81 season in terms of the politics of the season. But we have 4 more games to play this week, including tonight's, before the strike occurs. And then, of course, we have the All-Star game Saturday. As I said, we all knew that 1981 was going to be a quick season. But that's okay. We don't mind it. We're just having fun. Meanwhile, let's get to baseball. Starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals tonight is Lary Sorensen. 7 wins, 7 losses, a 3.27 ERA. He gets the call tonight for the Redbirds. So we're all set and ready to go. The fans are at Busch Stadium enjoying the Cardinals. Remember, the Cardinals actually were a team that had one of the best records in baseball that year, but because of the first and second half standings they decided to do, the Cardinals did not make the playoffs. I have a funny feeling that will not occur this year. Let's get to the top of the first. Leading off for the Expos will be left fielder Tim "Rock" Raines, Hall of Famer. 304 average, 5 homers, 37 RBIs that year in 81. Red, white, and red dice for the Cardinals. They are the home team. Reds will be red first, of course. Let's get the game underway. Sorensen, 5-4. That is a blank. Not tired. And, of course, I dropped the darn die just like that. And now I got to find the thing. Jeez. Sometimes this thing just drives me nuts. And I got to see where it went. Timeout on the field. There it is. Went all the way over there. I'll re-roll it here. Time back in on the field. Or in the dice tower, I should say. 2-5. And that's a base hit for Raines. He gets himself a single, a leadoff hit for the Expos. And Raines will trot down to first. Leadoff single for him. You have a funny feeling equals rigged. Oh, be quiet, Matt. Next batter for the Expos, second baseman Rod Scott. 205 average, no homers, 26 RBIs. Infield goes the double play depth. Raines definitely a stealing threat. He's got it. He has a 2, a 17, a 0 from Sorensen, and Sanchez, a +2 was a 19. Yeah, I'll send Raines. The only way he's out at second is on a 20, and he's safe easily on a 14. So stolen base for Raines, and now that takes away the double play chance. Now we'll see if Raines may get a chance for third. He needs an 8 or lower. And he got it, and I'm going to send him to third. Raines is going to try to steal third base. Again, only a 20 gets him out. And he's safe, and it could be an error, and that is going to be an error. The catcher for the Cardinals is Sanchez, and his error rating is a 20. That's going to be an automatic error. He's going to throw that into the outfield, and Raines is going to come around and score. Holy cow. Orlando Sanchez is the catcher for the Cardinals in this game, and his error rating is a 20. A 1 or a 2 on a steal attempt is a check for an error, and that's an automatic error when you have a catcher rating of 20. So Raines comes about, he gets 2 stolen bases and an E2, and just like that, the Expos jump out to a 1-0 lead. Wow, 2 stolen bases for Raines and an error, and that goes as an E2, and that is the first error on the Cardinals. The Cardinals historically had 2 errors in this game, and that's the first. So already 1-0 in favor of Montreal. And so now Rod Scott will bat with nobody on. How about that for a way to start the game? Sorensen, 4-2. Home run chance. Scott has no home runs, though, so that's not going to happen. Scott, a 1-3, and he flies out to center. So 1 out there. As Brian Patterson joins us here at Busch Stadium. Center fielder Andre Dawson joins us, leads off next. 302 average, 24 homers, 64 RBIs. Hall of Famer? Absolutely. Sorensen with the pitch. 6-4, that is blank. Dawson, 3-6, that's a ground out to third. That will be out number 2. 2 outs. Next batter, first baseman Warren Cromartie. Cromartie batted .304 that year, 6 homers, 42 RBIs. That's a good season for Warren. That is a good year for him. Sorensen will make the pitch. 1-5, strikeout 5, and he doesn't get him. Busch Stadium subtracts 2 from strikeouts and 2 from walks. Against a right-hander, Cromartie's a 5. -2 makes him a 3. He will not strike out. Cromartie, 3-2, but he does ground out. As he grounds that one to second base, Tommy Herr will get that one, and he will throw to first to retire the side. What a way to start the ball game. 2 stolen bases and an error on the catcher to bring home the run as the Expos jump out 1-0. Yes, the Indians are looking pretty good so far for this 81 season. Starting pitcher for the Montreal Expos, Bill Gillickson. Gillickson, 7 wins, 9 losses, a 2.80 ERA. And that is pretty good. That is pretty good for Gillickson. That is a good year for him, actually, although he had a losing record. But I like the 2.80 ERA. That's a good way to have it for him. Second baseman Tom Herr leads off for the Redbirds. 268 average, no homers, 46 RBIs. Gillickson, 4-5, strikeout 9. That's too high. Herr will swing 4-6, and that's a line out to shortstop. Out number 1. Herr lines out to short. Next batter, third baseman Ken Oberkfell. 293 average, 2 homers, 45 RBIs. Gillickson will pitch. 1-6, strikeout 7, against too high. Oberkfell, 1-4, base hit into center field. That'll be a single for him. A nice single for Oberkfell. He'll hold it first. And that will bring up first baseman Keith Hernandez, future 86 world champion Met, and should be in the Hall of Fame. Oberkfell on it first. Hernandez had a good year that year. 306 average, 8 homers, 48 RBIs. Infield a double play depth. Oberkfell. He actually gets the jump. He has a 3 plus 1 is a 4. That is a 4. Stolen base rating is 14. The catcher for the Expos is Ramos. Is Bobby Ramos. He has a +2 arm, a 1-16. Oberkfell will still second. Why not? A 1-16, he gets to second, and he's thrown out with an 18. I'm not surprised that happened. Oberkfell tries to steal second base. Bobby Ramos gets out of his crouch, throws to second, and nails him. And that is a second out. An 80% chance, and he gets thrown out. Why am I not surprised? So now Hernandez will bat with the bases empty. Now 2 outs. Gillickson will make the pitch. 1-3, strikeout. 12 is too high. Hernandez, 4-3, and that's a base hit past first. That'll be a single for Hernandez. So now apparently that stolen base attempt kind of hurts. Hernandez will hold at first. And the batter is center fielder George Hendrick. He's in center for this game. 284 average, 18 bombs, 61 RBIs. A very good year for Hendrick in 81. 2 outs. Hernandez is a threat to steal. That 10, it means he's not doing anything. Gillickson will make the pitch. 5-6, that's a walk. That 11 is going to be too high. 11 minus 2 is 9, and he will not walk Hendrick. Hendrick, a 2-4, and that's going to be a base hit past third. That will be a single. Hernandez's base running rating is a 5 with 2 outs, and he will not make third. He has to hold at second. He needs to be a 6 in order to get to third on a single past third, so he will hold. So a base hit for Hendrick. So now how big is that caught stealing now? Next up for the Redbirds, left fielder Dane Orge. 327 average, 2 homers, 39 RBIs in 81. Not a bad year for someone who had 217 at-bats. 2 outs. Cardinals in business. That 5, nothing happening. Gillickson will make the pitch. 3-4. That is a home run chance. Orge, a lefty, though, is a 0, and that's not going to happen, so Gillickson does not throw the meatball. Orge will swing, though, 4-4, and that is going to be a fly ball to left field, and getting under it will be Rock Raines. He will make the catch and retire the side. No runs, 3 hits for the Cardinals, as they cannot get anybody in. And it looked like it could have been a more promising inning, but what a throw by Sanchez to nail Oberkfell at second. 1-0 Expos after 1. ID Jester joins us here at Busch Stadium. Why am I not surprised he shows up for a Cardinals game? Check out that awesome channel, people. If you want to know about ID, if you don't know anything about ID Jester and his awesome sports and his war room, okay, I would like to know what universe you've been living in. Please check out ID Jester. He does everything so well, and was because of his recommendation and David Baseball Demos for Inside Pitch. Top of the second inning, leading off for the Expos will be third baseman Lary Parrish. 244 average, 8 bombs, 44 RBIs in 81. 1-0 Expos, 2 stolen bases and an error on the catcher. Sorensen will make the pitch. 4-3, that's a hit by pitch. That 10 is way out of there. Parrish, a 1-6, and that's a ground out first. 1 quick out. Next up for the Spos, right fielder Jerry White. 218 average, 3 homers, 11 RBIs. As I said, a little bit of a hodgepodge lineup here between these two teams, as they knew maybe these players already knew the strike was coming at the end of the baseball week here in 81. Tony's Board Life joins us here at Busch Stadium. Tony's Board Life says, I don't know anything about... You don't know anything about ID Jester, Tony's Board Life? What universe have you been living in, sir? It is good to see you here. Sorensen will make the pitch. 6-2, that is a blank. White, 5-2, that's a fly out to center, out number 2. Next batter, shortstop Chris Spire, 225 average, 2 homers, 25 RBIs. There are 2 outs. Sorensen, 1-5, strikeout, 8, too high. Busch Stadium helps that out. Spire, a 2-1, and that's grounded to third. That'll get taken care of by Oberkfell. He pumps and throws to first, and a 1-2-3 inning for Sorensen. So we go to the bottom of the second, 3 up and 3 down. And I think, yeah, and ID Jester, I was watching that. Yeah, it was all great to see all your significant others come on the show. I thought that was terrific. Bottom of the second, leading off. Bottom of the second, leading off for the Cardinals will be right fielder Sixto Lezcano, another great baseball name. 266 average, 5 homers, 28 RBIs in 81. Lezcano leads off for the Redbirds. Gillickson, 4-4. That's at the park. Busch Stadium, 5-1. And that's going to be a base hit to left field. Lezcano leads off with a single. Leadoff single for Lezcano. Shortstop Mike Ramsey is the batter. 258 average. No homers, 9 RBIs in 81. Ramsey, very good hitter against right-handers. So probably one of the reasons why he was chosen to go up against Gillickson. Infield goes to double play depth. Lezcano really not a threat to do anything, and nothing happening. Gillickson, 1-1, blank. Ramsey, 6-5. That's going to be a ground ball to first. Let's see if they turn the double play. 2-0. 2. It still says 2 because now the first baseman, when holding a runner on, no longer gets the +1 for the double play. The shortstop for the Expos is Spire. He has a 0 arm. So a 1-2, it's a double play. Nope. Lezcano will make it to second as it's grounded to first. And the only play made by Cromartie is to make the play himself. That's out number 1. So Lezcano goes to second. Next up for the Cardinals is the catcher, Orlando Sanchez. He was the catcher in this game. And Sanchez has already committed an error, so there's already 1 error on the Cardinals. Sanchez, a 286 average, no homers, 6 RBIs, but he only had 49 at-bats in 81 in the strike-shortened season. Let's see, anything happening with Lezcano? No. Gillickson with the pitch. 1-5, and that's a range play at the park. Busch Stadium says 5-5. That's a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Rod Scott. His range is a 3. The infield is normal, but he won't get it. It will get by him for a base hit. It'll be a base hit past second for Scott. Lezcano's base running rating is a 3, and he will come around and he will score. So Orlando Sanchez hits one right past Scott, and that will be a RBI single by Sanchez. We are tied at 1. So still 1 out here, but now a 1-1 tie. Infield goes back to double play depth. Next up is the pitcher, Lary Sorensen. I'll probably call an automatic bunt for him. Sorensen, 065 average. Let's see if Sanchez doing anything. Nope, he doesn't get the jump, but I will do a bunt. So Sorensen will do the bunt. Gillickson pitches. That is a 2-2. That is a blank. Sorensen lays down the bunt. And the corners are in for that, by the way. Sorensen, let's see, that is bunted right back to the pitcher, Gillickson. And the bunt rating is, the number is a 2, and that's just a perfect, successful sacrifice bunt, even with a 3. So it bunted to Gillickson. The only play he has is the first to get Sorensen, and there are 2 outs. Sanchez moves to second. And that makes perfect sense. So a sacrifice hit back to the pitcher. Here is Her. Her is 0 for 1. 2 outs now, bottom of the second. Anything happening with Sanchez? Nope. Gillickson with the pitch. 6-3 against the switch left. That's blank. Her will swing. Her will swing the bat. And that is a 5-2. And he popped it up in the infield. And getting under it is Spire. And he is going to make the catch. And that will retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits for the Cardinals. We're tied at 1 after 2 in this regular season matchup between the Expos and the Redbirds. Top of inning number 3 coming up. And leading off for the Expos will be the catcher, Bobby Ramos. 195 average, a homer, 3 RBIs. He only played in 26 games in 81. Well, let's all get a chance. They don't even get one. Well, right now, the National League West is a mess. 5 of the 6 teams are very much in the playoff hunt at this time, with the strike happening at the end of this week. Sorensen will go ahead and make the pitch. And that's a 3-3 against a righty. Strikeout 12 is too high. Ramos, a 3-2. Base hit for him. He gets a single as he hits it to right. That's a base hit for Ramos as he comes away with a base hit. Single for him, and that will bring up the pitcher, Bill Gillickson. He hit 152 average. I'm pretty sure I'll have the corners in and have him bunt. Let's see if anything happening on Strat. No. So Gillickson will bunt. Sorensen will pitch. 6-4. That is a blank. Gillickson drops the bunt, and he bunts that to the third baseman. He is in. His bunt rating is a 2, becomes a 1 since he is in. That is a 13, and that is going to be the lead runner. That is bunted too hard to third. Oberfeld's got it, throws to second to get Ramos, and that is 1 out. Gillickson does not move him over. And that doesn't happen much, but it happens here. So that goes as a fielder's choice, and Gillickson will be safe at first. So now let's see, infield goes to double play depth, and here the next batter is Rock Raines. Raines got a single, stole 2 bases, and scored on a throwing error by the catcher. So Raines has got 2 stolen bases. You know, he had 71 stolen bases for 88 games in 1981. Do you think maybe he might have had maybe at least 110 or 120 stolen bases in 81 if the season went a full 162? I wonder about that. 71 stolen bases in 88 games. If he played a whole 150 or something like that, I wonder if he would have had 120, 130, maybe even more. I don't know. Bob B joins us here at Busch Stadium. I know he wouldn't miss a Cardinals game. 1 out. Let's see if anything happening on the bases. Nope. And Raines is not going to bunt. Sorensen with the pitch. 4-2. That is a home run chance. Raines a switch hitter hitting from the left side. A 1-2. The 8 is too high. So no mistake by Sorensen. Raines swings 4-4, and that's going to be grounded to first. Let's see if they get the double play. 3-0. Continues to stay a 3. And the shortstop is Ramsey, a 0. So a 1-3, it's a double play, and no. Gillickson thrown out at second, and they're not even going to try to get Raines at first, and that is 2 outs. So another fielder's choice, but Raines is again on first base and a definite stealing threat. Here is Scott. Raines has already stolen 2 bases. Scott is 0 for 1. Let's see if Raines gets the jump. And he will, and I will send him. 17 plus 0, and Sanchez plus 2 is a 19. The only way Raines is out on second is on a 20, and he's safe. Now, in order for Raines to steal third, he needs an 8 or lower in this case. He does not get the jump to steal third. That is the 3rd stolen base for Tim Raines. He's got 3 in this game. Sorensen will now pitch to Scott. Sean 1113 joins us here at Busch Stadium. So Raines on at second. Let's see what Sorensen's got. Sorensen make the pitch. 1-2. That is an error on a throw. Scott will swing 5-5, and that's going to be up. That's going to be that's going to be a single. An infield single to second base, and the second baseman is her. His error rating is a 2. That's a 19. He will not make an error. That will be an infield single, and everybody's safe. On an error on a throw, on an S1 to S6, it's just an infield single. And the runners advance, so Scott gets a base hit. So how about that? A slow infield single. He doesn't try to get him. So now runners at the corners for Andre Dawson. Dawson is 0 for 1. 2 outs, runners at the corners. Anything happening with Sorensen? And with 7, that is Scott actually with a 7, he actually gets the call to steal second. But I'm not going to do it, not with Andre Dawson at bat. So Sorensen will go ahead and make the pitch. And that's a 5-4. That's a blank. He's not tired. Dawson will swing. 5-4. And that's going to be a ground ball to first. Up with it is Hernandez. He will take it himself, tag the bag, and retire the side. And the Cardinals get out of it. No runs, 2 hits, 1 stolen base. But the Expos cannot get the runs in, and we remain tied at 1 going into the bottom of the 3rd. As I know, I got a couple of Cardinal fans in the chat today. ID Jester and Bob B. Ken Oberkfell leads off for the Redbirds, and he's 1 for 1. He singled his first time up. Gillickson, he will make the pitch. 4-1 against the lefty. Base hit. Oberkfell right past Gillickson, right back through the box against the lefty. That's a single 1, and Oberkfell gets his second hit of the game. So Oberkfell goes to first, and that will bring up Hernandez, who should be in the Hall of Fame. Hernandez is 1 for 1. He also singled his first time up. Infield is at double play depth. Oberkfell got thrown out at second. Does he get the jump again? Yes, he does. 14 plus 1 is 15. And Ramos plus 2 is a 17. And a 1 to 17, Oberkfell would be safe. I rolled an 18 the last time. He was out. But this time, well, you know what? You still got to do it. You still got to do it. You still got to do it. Oberkfell will try to steal second again. A 1 to 17, he is safe. And he is. Oberkfell does steal second this time. Stolen base for Oberkfell. That's his first, 4th stolen base in the game total. And that takes away the double play. Oberkfell, let's see, he would need a 2 to try to take third. And he got it. Oberkfell's got the jump to take third. But I'm going to let Hernandez swing the bat. Gillickson will pitch. 2-1. That's a blank. He's not tired. Hernandez will swing. 4-6. And that's going to be a fly out to center. Fly out to center. Oberkfell's base running rating is a 4. Fly out to center minus 2 is a 2. Center fielder is Dawson, a 0. A 1 to 2, Oberkfell will take third. It is a 3. He does not. He stays put, and that is 1 out. Hendrick is next. Hendrick is 1 for 1. Singled his first time up. Oberkfell, does he get the jump again? Not this time. The 3 is too high. Gillickson will make the pitch. 2-4. Range play. Hendrick. 2-3. That's a fly ball to center field. That ball is hit to Andre Dawson. His range is a 5. He'll make the catch. Out number 2. Again, Oberkfell, a chance to take third, needs a 2 on the a 2 or lower on the red die. He does not. He stays put. 2 outs on a fly out to center. Now here's Orge. Orge is 0 for 1. I like Houston in this series, Sean. I like Houston in the series. I have no problem with either one. I have no problem with either Houston or the Braves. The Braves have not won a championship since 1995, and I have no problem with the Astros because then everyone can pretty much shut up about the Astros 2017 season, and Dusty Baker finally gets a championship at manager. Gillickson will make the pitch. 5-5 against the lefty, that's blank. Orge. 5-2, and that's a fly ball to center field. Dawson gets to that one again, and he will make all 3 outs in this inning. No runs, a hit for the Cardinals. They stranded 1. It stays 1-1 after 3. I don't know, maybe I should have sent Obergfeld to third. He probably would have scored on a sacrifice fly. He did get the jump. We'll know for next time. Top of the 4th inning coming up. And let's see, leading off for the Expos will be Warren Cromartie, and he is 0 for 1. Sorensen, pitching pretty well so far. 4-3, hit by pitch, 20, not a chance. Cromartie, a 6-6, fly out to center, out number 1. He gets the first out. Here is Parrish. Parrish is 0 for 1. Cardinals right now looking pretty good in the season. They're only 2 games back of the Phillies for number 1 in the NL East. Remember, top 3 teams each division make the playoffs. Sorensen, 4-6, strikeout. 13, nope, too high. 13 minus 2 is 11. Parrish does not strike out due to the stadium. 4-4, he does lace a base hit right past third, and that will be a single for him. Single for Parrish. Runner on base for the Expos, and here is White. White is 0 for 1. One day in between seasons, we play Seaver's no-hit game from 1978. Well, we'll see what happens. Maybe one day. Infield, a double play depth. 1 out. Parrish on it first. Not really a threat to steal, but Sorensen has a very good pickoff chance, but he doesn't get it with the 7. Sorensen, 5-2 against the switch left. That's a walk plus 10, and that 20 is going to walk him. Jerry Wright becomes a 25, minus 2 is a 23, and now Sorensen is in a little bit of a jam here in the top of the 4th as he walks White. That is the first walk issued by Sorensen. He had 24 of them in 81. Next up is Spire. Spire is 0 for 1. Infield still a double play depth. Anything happening on the strat? No. Sorensen, he will make the pitch. And that's a 3-2. Blank. Spire. 4-5. Fly out center field. That'll get taken by Hendrick. And that is out number 2. Parrish has a base running rating of 2. A fly out to center field is a minus 2, which makes him automatically a 0. And I'm not going to send him on that, no matter what the outfielder arm will be. And he will stay at second for 2 outs. Here's Bobby Ramos. Ramos got a base hit his first time up, but now 2 outs here. Anything on the strat? Nope. Sorensen looking in. He will make the deal. 3-4 against a right-handed batter, base hit. Bobby Ramos, a 195 hitter, but against a 3-4 against a right-handed batter is a base hit right up the middle. Single for Ramos, his second hit tonight. Parrish's base running rating is a 2. Coming around third, he will score. It's 2-1 Expos. White's base running rating is a 2. He will not make third. He will hold at second, even with 2 outs. Needs to be, will he? No, he will make third. My bad. His base running rating is a 3. No, he won't. Needs to be a 4. He stays put. 2-1 Expos as the Expos take the lead. Single for Ramos. RBI single. The Cardinals historically won this game 4-1. Runners at first and second now. The batter is Gillickson. He will bat. Gillickson fielder's choice his last time up. Nothing happening with Sorensen. Sorensen will pitch. 2-2, strikeout 1, not a problem. Struck him out, and that is the first strikeout by Sorensen tonight. He only had 52 of them, and that will retire the side. So 1 run, 2 hits, a walk, and the Expos have taken a 2-1 lead here, and after 3.5. Expos are right now, the Expos at this moment have a record of 22-26. They are 2 games back of Pittsburgh for 3rd place. So Montreal is still alive. So they're got to win games, but right now the Cardinals look like a team that could be very difficult to beat if come playoff time. Bottom of the 4th, leading off for the Cardinals will be Sixto Lezcano. And he is 1 for 1. Got a base hit his first time up. Gillickson, 4-2. That's at the park. Busch Stadium, 6-3. That's going to be a base hit, a single plus to center. So it's a base hit with a possible double. Lezcano rounding first. He has to try for second. His base running rating is a 3. Center fielder Dawson is a 0. So a 1-3 on the red die. Lezcano takes second. 4-5 he holds. 6 he could be out. That is a 5. He holds it first. He will stay put, and Lezcano will be happy with a base hit. That's a second hit for Lezcano tonight. Here is Ramsey. Ramsey is 0 for 1. Infield goes the double play depth. Lezcano not a stealing threat. But he does, and that is a 1. And a hit and run is available. Hit and run's available, but if Ramsey strikes out, Lezcano's going to be a dead duck. And with a 258 average by Ramsey, and since he hits right-handers pretty well, I will not do a hit and run here. Gillickson will make the pitch. 1-3, strikeout, 16 too high. Ramsey, 5-6, and that's going to be a ground ball to third. Let's see if they turn 2-0-3. Second base is Scott, -1 arm. So a 1-2, it's a double play. Nope, Lezcano will make second on the 6. The only play was at first, and that's out number 1. So Ramsey elite. So kind of way it did. So in a way it did occur. It did go like a hit and run. Here's Sanchez. Sanchez is 1 for 1. He got a base hit his first time up. 1 out. Let's see if anything happening there. That is a 6, nothing. Gillickson will go ahead and make the pitch. 1-4. That is blank. Sanchez, 3-5. And that's going to be a fly ball to left field. That's going to be out number 2. Lezcano has a base running rating of 3. A fly out to left modifier is a -3. That makes him a 0. He will stay at second automatically for 2 outs. And now here's Sorensen. Sorensen sacrifices first time up. He will have to hit here. Sorensen is 0 for 1. Anything on the bases? No. Gillickson will pitch. 1-3, strikeout 3. Got him. No problem there. And that is only the first strikeout for Bill Gillickson. He had 115 of them in 81. That's only his first one tonight. Figuring Bill Gillickson 115 strikeouts with 22 starts, if he went maybe a full 35, probably would have finished with at least 200, I think. Even though he had a losing record in 81, a 2.80 ERA is still considered excellent. Still considered excellent. So no runs, a hit for the Cardinals. After 4, it is still a 2-1 Expo lead. Next up is inning number 5. And what we got? We got Tim Rock Raines leading off for the guys north of the border. He is 1 for 2. He's got 3 stolen bases tonight. And he has scored both runs. Actually, I'm sorry. No, we did not. My bad. He got, my bad. He did not score both runs. Parrish scored the other run. Let's do it. Sorensen with the pitch. 2-1. Range play. Raines. 3-5. That's grounded to second base. Tommy Herr is there. His range is a 3. He won't get it. That's going to be a base hit. And again, Raines is on base. Single for Raines, and he will hold it first. And Raines has been stealing bases all over the place. And here is Rod Scott. And I might as well use his speed. Scott is 1 for 2. Raines has an attempt rating of 15. Plus 1 is a 16. So let's see if he gets a 16. And that is a 7. That is the strat roll. He gets the jump, and he will go. 17, 0 from Sorensen. Sanchez plus 2 is a 19. The only way Raines is out is on a 20. And he's safe at second. So another stolen base for Raines. That's his 4th. And now he could try for third. In order to get the third, he needs an 8 or lower in order to get a try. And he does, and Raines is going to try for third. Once again, a 1-19, he's safe. He's safe on a 17. He gets there, and Raines is at his 5th stolen base tonight. And this time, no error. Wow. And Raines has got a chance to steal home. And I've never done that before. And we may actually, because somebody wanted me to try to steal home. In order for Raines to steal home, in order to get the jump, he needs a 3 or lower to get the jump. No, he does not. But Rod Scott has a bunt rating of 5, but I don't think a squeeze play is necessary here. So the infield is in. Sorensen will pitch. 1-2. Error on a throw. Scott. 3-1. That is a ground ball. That's a ground ball back to the pitcher. Sorensen's error rating is a 6. That's a 14. He does not make an error. Raines is not going to go with the infield in. The throw goes to first to get Scott. That's out number 1. So nice play by Sorensen. He does not make an error on a throw, and that goes to first. Raines, he holds Raines back. But now, here is Andre Dawson. Dawson is 0 for 2, though. You know he's due. Infield is still in. Raines does not get the jump to steal home. He will stay put. Sorensen with the pitch. 1-1. Range play at the park. Busch Stadium, 6-4. And star 4, that's going to be grounded to third. And that ball is hit to Obergfell. His range is a 3, but with the infield in, his range is a 1 and not a chance. Right by him. Base hit for Dawson. Coming in to score is Raines. 3-1 Expos. Stadium and Cardinals fans in the chat groan. An RBI single by Andre Dawson past the drawn-in infield. And now it's a 3-1 Expos lead. The next batter is Cromartie. Still only 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Is Tim Raines a Hall of Famer? Yes, he is. Deservedly so. Absolutely, The Rock is a Hall of Famer. Absolutely. No problem with Tim Raines in the Hall. No problem. At one point, he was one of the best leadoff hitters in history. There are only a couple people. There are only a select few, who are maybe better leadoff hitters. Of course, Rickey Henderson is the greatest leadoff hitter in baseball history. But Tim Raines, I'd put him up there in the top 10, if not top 5. Dawson on it first, and he's a threat to steal. Infield at double play depth. That is a 16. He doesn't go. Sorensen will pitch to Cromartie. Cromartie's 0 for 2. Sorensen, 3-4. Against the lefty, that's blank. Cromartie, 6-1. And that's a ground ball right back to Sorensen. He'll make the play. Double play rating is 3. -1 because it's hit to the pitcher is a 2. The infield in still makes it back to a 3 since Sorensen doesn't have one here. Cromartie, a lefty. The shortstop will be pivot, and that will be Ramsey. A 1-3, they'll turn the double play. They don't. Dawson's base running rating is a 5, becomes a 4 with the infield at double play depth. That is a 4. Dawson still makes second, so it was a slow rolling grounder To Sorensen, the only play he had was the first, and that's 2 outs. So that is how you do that. And now the batter is Parrish. Dawson on at second. Parrish is 1 for 2. Anything happening with Dawson? Nope. 5 or a 15, nothing would happen anyway. Sorensen will pitch. 5-4. That's a blank. He's not tired. He's not tired. Not yet. Parrish, 4-6, and that's going to be grounded to second base. Tommy Herr will take it. He will toss it to first and end the inning. 1 run for the Expos on 2 hits, 2 stolen bases. The Expos are winning this game with speed. 3-1 going in the bottom of the 5th. Halfway through the game, 3-1 Expos. And leading off for the Redbirds will be Tommy Herr. Herr is 0 for 2. Gillickson pitching pretty well. The Expos are doing it with speed. Pitch from Gillickson. 1-3, strikeout, 15, not a chance. Herr, 5-5, base hit, center field. Herr gets up with a leadoff single. He will hold it first. And here's Oberkfell. Oberkfell 2 for 2. He has 2 singles. Herr is a steal base threat. Let's see if he gets a jump. That is a 4. He does. Let's see. 15 plus 0 is 15. The catcher is Ramos. Plus 2 is a 17. 1-17 for Herr to steal second. 85% chance. I don't know here. Does anybody... I don't know. You got Bob B and ID Jester in the chat. Should I let Herr steal or should I let Oberkfell swing away? Does anybody have any chances? Herr has a 1-17 to steal second. Oberkfell bats .293. I don't know. Does anybody here? What do you think here? Todd B joins us here at Busch Stadium. Good to see you there, Todd B. So what do you think? Does either ID Jester or Bob B have a preference? Should I steal with Herr or should I let Oberkfell swing? I'm leaning stealing. I'm leaning a steal. So I don't know what you guys want to do on that one. I usually like to ask my Sean 1113 says steal. All right, but ID Jester and Bob B are Cardinals fans. So I'm just wondering if the Cardinals fans have anything to say. I agree with Sean 1113, though. Going once. I can't do a hit and run. The hit and run did not come up. I cannot do a hit and run. That did not come up on the strat roll. Hit and run did not come up. So a steal is available. He has the jump. I'm going to go ahead and steal. A 1-17, Herr will steal second. The throw. He's out. I don't believe it. A 1-17, I roll a 19, and Bobby Ramos throws out his second Cardinal. He is out. 1 away. I don't believe it. Bobby Ramos, a +2 arm, and he got Herr and Oberkfell. Okay, we know not to steal anymore, no matter what. Even if it's a 20. A stolen base, and the Cardinals can't believe it. Fans here can't believe it. 1 away. Oberkfell will go again. Gillickson will pitch. 3-5. Against the lefty, that's blank. Oberkfell swings. 2-4. That's a ground out to second, and that is out number 2. I cannot believe that the Cardinals have gotten thrown out twice. But Oberkfell has a stolen base, but he got thrown out, and now Herr gets thrown out. Here's Hernandez. He's 1 for 2. Should be in the Hall of Fame, absolutely. And I'll keep on saying that until he is. Gillickson with the pitch. 4-3. Error on a grounder. Hernandez. 3-2. That is a ground ball. That's hit to short. Chris Spire is there. His error rating is a 10. That's a 14. He's got it. Pumps once and throws to first to retire the side. Unbelievable. No runs. A hit for the Cardinals. But Bobby Ramos goes ahead and guns down her at second, still 3-1 after 5. You gotta love inside pitch. You might make the right call and you still get thrown out. Everybody knows, of course, the play that killed the Red Sox. The play that killed the Red Sox was the stolen base attempt by the Astros when he gunned him, struck him out, and throw him out. Everybody knows that was the play that pretty much ended Boston's season against the Astros. Top of the 6th, and Jerry White leads off for Montreal. Sorensen can pitch to 2 more batters before being tired. White is 0 for 1. Sorensen, 4-5. That is a blank. White will swing, 1-5. Base hit, left field. A single for White. He has his first hit. He will hold at first, and the batter is Spire. Spire is 0 for 2. And let's see, White, he needs a 6 or lower to get the jump. He's got it. White, a 14-0. And Sanchez, +2 is a 16. The Expos can't stop stealing bases. I'll send them. A 1-16 for White. He's safe easily on a 5. Jerry White gets a stolen base. And that is the 6th stolen base by the Expos in this game. In order for White to try to steal third, he needs a 3 or lower. And he got it. And I might as well. White, a 14 again. A 1-16, he steals third. He got it. He steals third. And White steals 2 bases right there. Holy cow. Stolen base number 7 for the Expos. And I'm gonna keep track of that. 7 stolen bases for Montreal, and now White is on third. And the infield's going to come in. White would need a 1 in order to try to steal home. He won't do it here. Sorensen, and I don't hit and run with runners on third. With a runner on. I'm not going to hit and run here. It doesn't make any sense to. Sorensen will go ahead and make the pitch. 2-4. Wild pitch, 10. No. Ball 1. Sorensen, a 1-3 wild pitch. No pass ball there. So a nice stop by Sanchez. Sorensen will do it again. 6-5. That's a possible error. Spire will swing. 3-5. That's a fly ball to right field. That is hit to Lezcano. His error rating is a 3. That's a 14. He'll make the catch. It's out number 1. Spire has no sacrifice fly rating, so he's not going to bring him automatically in there. White has a base running rating of 2. Lezcano has a +2 arm, so a 4. So a 1-4, White will be safe on a sacrifice fly. No, it's a 6. Lezcano a +2. The only way there could be an out is on a 1. And nope, he will hold. White stays at third. It was not deep enough. So a fly out to right, and that is the first out. And now the batter is Ramos, and Ramos gets some boos here at the Busch Stadium crowd as he's thrown out. Oberkfell and Her tonight. And he didn't do much playing in 81, but he's doing it here. White on at third, now 1 out. The infield will still be in. Sorensen is now tired, and they're going to take him out because a base hit, S1, will automatically do it. So that's going to be it for Lary Sorensen. He is tired, and he will come out of the game. Cardinals will go to the bench. We'll go to the bullpen, I should say. And let's see, Ramos, right. I think the Cardinals will bring in a right-hander. And they will go with, they'll go with a right-hander here. And they're going to go with Mark Liddell. Coming on to pitch for the Cardinals will be Mark Liddell. 1 win, 3 losses, 2 saves, a 4.39 ERA. Mark Liddell will be the second Cardinal pitcher. White on at third, infield in, a big run there. Let's see. Again, the only way White can steal home is on a 1. He doesn't get it. And Ramos is the catcher, and he will swing away. Liddell with the pitch. 1-3. And that against the righty, that is a blank. Ramos, 2-1. This one is popped up in the infield. That's going to be a pop out to third, and that is out number 2. This time Ramos pops out, and that is the second out. Next batter is Bill Gillickson, and 6th inning, runner on third. You know what? This is the 1980s. You let Gillickson hit. I don't think Gillickson still has a few batters he can face, and Bill Gillickson will swing away. Jerry White on at third, now 2 outs. Anything happening on the bases? No, that is a 2. Liddell will make the pitch. 4-2. That is a walk plus 10, and he walks the pitcher. Mark Liddell walks the pitcher. Oh, my. He walks Gillickson, and now that brings up the dangerous Tim Raines. Raines is 2 for 3, 2 singles, 5 stolen bases tonight. 2 outs here on the top of the 6th. And they're going to go talk to Liddell, see what they're going to do here. And they're going to go, yep, Liddell was on the 76 Royals. That is correct. Gave up the home run to Chambliss. That is correct. If you remember Mark Liddell from 1976 from my replay, that is right. Oh, thank you very much. DJ John 4444 joins us here at Busch Stadium. You're listening to me through the car speakers? Man, I'm surprised your speakers haven't exploded yet. Runners at first and third. Liddell will go ahead and make the pitch. Nothing happening. Liddell will pitch it. Here it comes. 6-2. And that is a home run chance. Raines a switch hitter hitting from the left side. That's a 0, though. Not happening. Liddell only gave up 2 home runs and none to left-handed batters. So Raines will get the swing. 1-4. It's a base hit right past short, and the Expos will get another run. Single past short. White comes in to score. Gillickson, a base running rating of 2 with 2 outs. There is no way he gets the third. He holds it second. Raines with an RBI single. It's now 4-1 Expos. Stadium and Cardinals fans in the chat groan. 4-1 Expos here. Runners at first and second. The batter now is Scott. And Scott is 1 for 3. At least Raines can't steal this base because Gillickson is on second. Nothing happening on the bases anyway, so Raines can't steal second with Gillickson out there. 2 outs, Liddell will make the pitch. 1-1. Walk plus 10 again. That 14 walks him. So Liddell comes in and walks Rod Scott, and the bases are loaded. So bases are loaded, and guess who's up? Andre Dawson. Dawson is 1 for 3, and if Liddell makes a mistake, that ball is gone pretty much with 2 outs. And Liddell has coming in. He's given up a walk, a hit, and a walk. That's good enough for me. Liddell's coming out of the game. I'm not going to keep him in there. Cardinals will go to the bullpen again, and they will bring out a right-hander. And coming on to pitch, the bullpen is not that good here, but I got to go with this guy here. Coming on to pitch is going to be Jim Otton. 1 win, no losses, a 5.30 ERA. The one thing I'm learning about the 81 Cardinals, they were a good team, but the Cardinal bullpen really wasn't that great. The Cardinal bullpen really wasn't that great. The Cardinal bullpen was mediocre. Bases loaded. Here's Jim Otton against Dawson. Otton 1 win, no losses, 5.30 ERA. Dawson is the batter with 2 outs. A big chance here for a big grand salami, and Dawson can definitely do it. He had 24 home runs In 103 games in 81, I'm pretty sure he probably would have had 40 if it had the full 162. Dawson is 1 for 3. Fans are at Busch Stadium knows that Jim Otton has got to make a play. Am I rolling the strat? Yes, I am. That's a 20, but Otton has no pickoff chance, so it will go normally to Dawson. Here comes the pitch from Otton. 5-1. It's a walk plus 10, and that's 16. We're walking a run. Dawson's a 9 against the plus 10 is a 19, minus 2 is a 17. That is a 16. He walks Dawson. 5-1 Expos. Stadium groans. Another run will come in to score as Gillickson trots on home. And now the batter is Warren Cromartie, as the Expos are really beginning to put it to the Cardinals in this game. Now 5-1. Unbelievable now in the top of the 6th. Expos just doing it with speed. And now Cromartie up. Cromartie's 0 for 3. He can hit the homer if not careful. Bases loaded, still rolling a strategy. Nothing happening there. Otton will make the pitch. 4-5. That's a range play. Cromartie, 3-5. That's a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Tommy Herr. Herr's range is a 3. He must absolutely make this play. Yes, he does. Herr's got it, and he will throw to first to get the inning over with. A ground out to second. 2 runs on 2 hits. 3 walks to end the inning. And right now, the Expos have a 5-1 lead here in this game. Not looking good for the Birds tonight. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Gillickson still has some. Gillickson's got plenty of gas left in his tank. He doesn't have to worry about anything, at least at this time. George Hendrick leads off for the Birds, and he is 1 for 2. Bottom of the 6th, 5-1 Expos. Gillickson, a 4-5. That's a strikeout. The 10, that's too high. Hendrick will swing the bat. 5-3. Base hit to right field. Hendrick leads off with a single. Leads off with a base hit. Maybe the Cardinals can put something together. Here's Orge. Infield goes double play depth. Orge is 0 for 2. Had a very good year. Hendrick, am I rolling a strat? Yes, I am, but I don't think I'm going to steal anymore. He does get the jump, but I'm not doing it. He has a 13 and 0 from Gillickson. And Ramos, a +2 is a 15, but you're not stealing now. You're down by 4 runs. Gillickson will pitch. 4-4. That's at the park. Busch Stadium. 1-6. Fly out to center. Out number 1. Busch Stadium not helping out the Cardinals tonight. Lezcano is next. He's 2 for 2. 2 singles. Nothing happening with Hendrick. Gillickson, he'll make the pitch. 1-2. That's a walk. That's 16. Will walk Lezcano. That's a walk. He will walk him. Lezcano walked a lot that year. 22 against righties. -2 is a 20. That 16 is still good. And now the Cardinals are in business. And that's the 3rd time Lezcano's reached base. Ramsey is next, and he's 0 for 2. Runners at first and second. This really could be a good chance for the Redbirds to try to get some runs. I'm still rolling a strategy. 19. Ramsey will not bunt. Doesn't make any sense here, so he will swing away. Gillickson with the pitch. 4-6. That's blank. Can Ramsey come through with a hit? 5-3. No, it's going to be a ground ball to short. Let's see if they turn the double play. 2-0-3. Second base, Scott, -1. So at 1-2, it's a double play. It's a 3, no. Hendrick will make third. Lescano will be thrown out at second, and that's all. Ramsey will make first. That's 2 outs. The infield, of course, was at double play depth. So we'll now have runners at the corners on a fielder's choice by Ramsey. And now Orlando Sanchez has got to come through with a hit. He's 1 for 2. Runners at the corners here. Gillickson, nothing happening with the strat. Gillickson will make the pitch to Sanchez. Hendrick on at third. Ramsey on at first. Cardinals really got to get at least 1 or 2 of these runs in. Gillickson, 3-5 against the lefty. That's blank. Sanchez swings. 5-1, and that's a ground ball to second base. Rod Scott's got it, and he will toss it to first. Inning over. No runs, a hit for the Cardinals, as they are just not getting any breaks, and the Expos certainly are. 5-1 after 6. Top of the 7th coming up. Leading off for the Expos is Lary Parrish. Let's see, they got right switch right. Otton is going to stay in there. He'll pitch. He can pitch to about 5 more batters, and hoping he can have a good inning here. Otton against Parrish. Otton, a 3-6, strikeout 6, and he got him. He struck out Parrish. And that's a K for Jim Otton. Out number 1. He had 20 of them in 81. White is next. He is 1 for 2 with 2 stolen bases. The Expos have 7 stolen bases in this game. Otton, a 2-4 against the switch left. That's blank. White will swing. 2-2, and that's a fly out to center. 2 men down there for White, and here is Spire. Spire is 0 for 3. Pitch from Otton. 2-6. That's an error on a grounder. Spire, a 4-5. Nope, that's going to be a fly ball to center field. George Hendrick will take a couple of steps backwards. Got plenty of room, and he will make the catch. And for the only the second time in this game, the Expos are retired in order. And we are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next game will be tomorrow night, and that will be June 7th of 1981. And for all you Red Sox fans out there, your Red Sox are on the board, and it's a big game tomorrow night. The Boston Red Sox will take on the Oakland Athletics. Dennis Eckersley will go for Boston. Tom Underwood will go for Oakland, and it is a big game. The Red Sox right now, 1 game back of the Yankees in the American League East, and Oakland is the leader in the American League West. So a big matchup tomorrow between the Red Sox and the Athletics. So don't miss that game. Eckersley against Underwood. That should be a fun game to play between 2 teams that are very much alive in the playoff hunt. Bottom of the 7th here, Expos lead 5-1. Bill Gillickson's got 3 more batters to face before being tired. Jim Otton is done, and the Cardinals will go to the bench. And leading off, pinch hitting for the Cardinals will be Tony Scott. Tony Scott will be on the Houston Astros later in the year. He is still a Cardinal at this time. Tony Scott, a .264 average, 4 homers, 39 RBIs. So Gillickson will pitch to Scott, bottom of the 7th. 5-3. That's an error on a throw. Scott swings 3-1. That's a ground ball to short. That ball is at the Spire. His error rating is a 10. That's an 18. Again, Spire comes through, not making an error. Throws to first, out number 1. Wow. Good defense by the Expos in this game so far. Here's Tommy Herr with 1 out. Herr is 1 for 3, got thrown out at second. Gillickson with the pitch. 6-5, that's blank. Herr swings the bat. 1-6 against a righty. Herr goes ahead and blasts one. Kapow! And that one is deep into the corner, and that's going to be a triple for Tommy Herr. Against a right-handed pitcher, Herr smacks a triple. And that is his 2nd hit of the night, and a big time for that to occur. He has a triple, and he is on 3rd. Yep, that 81 A's team had great starting pitching, no bullpen, and a terrible offensive infield, as Todd B. will say, and I agree with him. So Herr is on at 3rd. The batter now is Oberkfell. Oberkfell is 2 for 3. He's got 2 singles, a stolen base. The infield is going to play back, as the runner on 3rd doesn't mean anything, so the infield will play back normally. They'll concede the run to get the out. So 1 out here, and Gillickson will be tired after Oberkfell. So let's see what we have here. No strategy roll. Gillickson will pitch. 3-2, strikeout 4, too high. Oberkfell gets the swing. 1-5, and that's a fly ball to left field. And that's going to be out number 2. Oberkfell is a sacrifice fly rating of 3. Does he get Herr in automatically? No, he does not. Now, Herr has a base running rating of 3. Fly ball to left field reigns. He has a -2 arm. The only way Herr can score is on a 1. That is a 6, and the throw could be in. That is a 6, and Reigns is a -2. A 1-5, he could be out. And it is a 1. It is a 1, and the throw, Herr's going to try to score. The throw to the plate, in time, Herr is gunned down by Tim Raines. Side retired. Holy cow, the Cardinals can't get a break. They cannot get a break. They cannot get a break as Tommy Herr is thrown out at the plate and side retired. Reigns guns Herr down, and that ends the inning. Wow. No runs, 1 hit. Unbelievable. Rock Reigns guns Herr down at the plate, and he is done. Big Clue joins us here at Busch Stadium. 5-1 after 7. I cannot believe that the Expos are getting all of this help. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Bobby Ramos is the leadoff batter for the Expos. He will bat, and you got right switch coming up. We'll probably see a pinch hitter for Gillickson. He is tired now. Although he has a 4-run lead, they might keep him out there. Let's see who the Cardinals want to bring out to pitch, and they're going to go with, It's not a save situation. They'll go with Silvio Martinez. 2 wins, 5 losses, no saves, a 3.99 ERA. You're not going to bring in Suter for this. Silvio Martinez, usually a starter, but he has relief appearances. I'll use one here. And he will come on to pitch for the Cardinals here in the top of the 8th. 5-1 Expos. Bobby Ramos is going to stay out there. He's 2 for 3, so you're not going to take him out. Martinez with the pitch. 2-1, that's blank. Ramos, 4-6, and he flies out to right. And that is out number 1. Bill Gillickson is tired, but he has a 4-run lead. They're going to let him hit. Bill Gillickson is the batter, and he actually walked his last time up. Martinez, 2-3, home run chance, but Gillickson has 0 home runs, so it's an automatic blank. Gillickson, 4-5, and that's a ground out to short for the second out. And now we have Raines. Tim Rock Raines. He's had a great night tonight. 3 for 4, 3 singles, 5 stolen bases. Man is a thief. Man was a thief. 71 stolen bases in 81. You guys think maybe he might have had maybe at least 100 or 110 maybe by if the 81 season had gone the distance? You think maybe Raines would have had that before, of course, Ricky Henderson would blow that away later? 2 outs. Martinez with the pitch. 2-6. That's blank. Raines will swing. 3-6. And that's a ground ball to first. And that'll get taken care of by Hernandez. And he will not make base this time. 1-2-3, go the Expos. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 5-1 in favor of the guys north of the border. Gillickson will continue to pitch. Keith Hernandez, who should be in the Hall of Fame, leads off, and he's 1 for 3. Harold Baines in the Hall of Fame, but Keith Hernandez is not. Gillickson will go ahead and pitch. And he is tired, by the way. 4-6, he's blank. Hernandez, 2-5. That's a ground out to second. That'll be out number 1. So grounder to second. Batter now is Hendrick, and he's 2 for 3. He's got 2 singles. Gillickson pitching beautifully tonight. 2-1. That is a base hit. That's going to be it's not a blank. This time he is tired, and that's a single up the middle, and that will put Hendrick on first, and that will be it for Gillickson. He is done. He makes a tire. That's a fatigue result, and he will be taken out. So George Hendrick gets a base hit, but that is it for Bill Gillickson. But what a game he's done. The Expos will go to the bullpen. Dane Orge is the next batter. They got left-right switch coming up. It's the bottom of the 8th inning. Let's see. Left-right switch. For Orge, it doesn't matter. Lescano, I think a lefty actually is going to make it. I think they'll go with the lefty. And he can stay out there for a little bit. Coming on to pitch for the Expos will be Woody Fryman. Woody Fryman, 5 wins, 3 losses, 7 saves, a 1.88 ERA. Pretty much the closer. He had 7 saves. Was he the closer that year? Not really. Jeff Reardon would be the closer. He is now on the Expos. Remember, Jeff Reardon started with the Mets at the beginning of the year. That trade has now happened as Ellis Valentine is now on the Mets and Reardon is now on the Expos. 1 out, runner on first. There is no strategy roll. There is 71 steals, 88 games, 81. That's 0.8 over 100. Translates to 131 steals. Thank you very much there, Big Clue. I knew I can count on my chat for information and to correct me when I'm wrong. Fryman with the pitch. 1-1, strikeout 3. No, too high. Orge is a 3, but -2 from the stadium makes him a 1. He doesn't strike out. Orge will swing 6-6, and that's going to be a fly out to right. He can't do anything today. He has flown out all 4 times, 2 outs. Next up is Lezcano. He will bat. Lezcano is 2 for 2, 2 singles and a walk. Hendrick on at first. Fryman trying to complete the inning. Pitch from Fryman. There is no strategy roll. Of course, that's off. 4-4. That is a blank. Lezcano will swing. 4-3. And that's a line drive right to short, right into Spire's glove. And that will retire the side. No runs, again a hit for the Cardinals. The Cardinals have gotten a hit in every single inning, but have just not gotten the runs, and they've been gunned down on the bases. They cannot get a break. 5-1 after 8. As we go to the top of the 9th. 5-1 in favor of the Expos. Let's see. Rod Scott leads off from Montreal. Switch right, left. I think Martinez will pitch to Scott. So Rod Scott is up, and he is 1 for 3, a single and a walk. Silvio Martinez will pitch to him. Pitch from Martinez. 1-3, that is blank. Scott will swing the bat. 6-2, and that's a fly out to center. 1 quick out. The batter now is Dawson, and Martinez will pitch to Dawson. Dawson is 1 for 4. Pitch from Martinez, 1-6. Wild pitch, ball 1. Martinez, 5-5 against a righty. Strikeout 4. Got him. Struck out Dawson. Rare strikeouts tonight. Not many strikeouts in the game. Martinez does get Dawson 2 away. And now Cromartie. Cromartie is 0 for 4. You think he's due for a hit. Martinez will pitch to Cromartie. Silvio Martinez looking on. He'll make the deal. 2-1. That is blank. Cromartie will swing. 1-6. And that's going to be a base hit to left field. As I said, Cromartie was due, and he got a single. That will be a hit for him. Single for Cromartie. And now here's Parrish. Martinez is tired, but he is due to bat third in the inning. The Cardinals might bring on a lefty here, but Parrish can hit the bomb. They're going to let Martinez pitch and try to get out of this inning. 5-1 Expos. No strategy. Martinez will pitch. 3-3. That's a range play at the park. Busch Stadium. 2-3. And that ball is hit to right field. That is a 20. That's going to be too high, okay, but it is a range play at the park, so it's a range play to right. And that is Lezcano out there. His range is a 2. Can he make the catch? No, he can't, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Parrish has a single. Single to right. Cromartie base running rating is a 2, or 2 outs, by the way. With 2 outs becomes a 3. Single to right. Let's see what we got here. To get to third, +2 is a 5. Right fielder is Lezcano. +2 is a 7. No throw. Cromartie automatically makes third. And Parrish goes to first. Just out of the reach of Lezcano. And now here's Jerry White. And now the Cardinals have no choice. Do they take Martinez out? I'd risk a chance of a hitting that 2-2. You know what? It's a 1 in 36 chance. I'm going to leave Martinez in there. They're going to pitch to Jerry Wright. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. A run here for the Expos pretty much puts the Cardinals in the ground. White is 1 for 3. He's got 2 stolen bases tonight. Martinez is going to try to make a pitch. He just has to avoid. He has to avoid the 2-2, or that's an automatic single. Pitch from Martinez, 5-5. Against the switch left, that's going to be an automatic out. And it will be a ground out to second, and that's taken care of by her, and the throw goes to first in time. No runs, 2 hits for the Expos. 5-1 in favor of the Expos. We've had 7 stolen bases. You know what? No matter what, whether the Cardinals win or lose, every time I have the Cardinals on the board, I have a crazy game. And with 7 stolen bases, that's a crazy game. Not a game of the year, but every time the Cardinals are on the board, I have no idea what's going to happen. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Bottom of the 9th, Expos lead 5-1. Leading off for the Cardinals is Mike Ramsey. Switch hitter, he will bat. Although against lefties, Ramsey is not that good, I may do a pinch hitter. Let me see. Ramsey is the shortstop. And we are going to see a pinch hitter. So Ramsey's going to come out. And coming on to pinch hit will be Gary Templeton, and he will take over at short in case this goes any further. Gary Templeton is also the better hitter here and the better shortstop. So timeout on the scorecard. Let's see here. He is 5'11 +1. Gary Templeton, 288 average, a homer, 33 RBIs. He will pinch hit against Woody Fryman. Bottom of the 9th, can the Cardinals get any help? Fryman with the pitch. 4-1, range play at the park. Busch Stadium, 2-6. That's a fly ball to left field. Tim Raines is out there. His range is only a 2 in left field. But it is a 2. He makes the catch. Out number 1 on the run. Raines makes the catch. Fly out to left. Out number 1. Man, the Cardinals getting absolutely no breaks. Orlando Sanchez is the next batter. With a 286 average, he will come up to bat. And he is 1 for 3. Fryman will pitch to him. Fryman with the deal. 6-5. Strikeout 9. No, too high. Sanchez swings. 1-6. That's a grounder to short. Taken care of by Spire. Throws to second. Out number 2. And a pinch hitter coming up for Silvio Martinez as he is done. So we'll see a pinch hitter for him. And we're in the 9th inning, so it can be anybody I want. And it will be Julio Gonzalez. He had a 318 average. 1 homer, only 22 at bats. But Julio Gonzalez will get the call here to pinch hit against Fryman. And Fryman will pitch to him. It doesn't matter. He has a 20 against either home run. He only had 1 home run that year. So if Fryman makes a mistake, it's going to be gone. Julio Gonzalez will bat. Bottom of the 9th, 5-1 Expos. Pitch from Fryman. 3-6. That's an error on a grounder. Gonzalez, 1-1. And that's going to be a fly ball to right field. Getting under it is Jerry White. He's got plenty of room. Gets under it, taps his glove, puts out his glove, blop, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. The Montreal Expos, 7 stolen bases, 4 assists, 3 throwouts, unbelievable. Some assists from the outfield. Win this game against the Cardinals 5-1. Just wasn't there for the Cardinals tonight, as the Expos do get a win here in St. Louis. On a 3-up and 3-down here, and that is the first time the Cardinals have not gotten a hit in the inning, and it happens here in the bottom of the 9th. Final line score coming up. Stadium, by the way, groans. And all my Cardinal fans in the chat groan. For the Expos, 5 runs on 11 hits and no errors. For the Cardinals, 1 run on 11 hits and 1 error. Bill Gillickson will get the win. Lary Sorensen takes the loss, and there is no save. Coming up is the 10-minute ticker. Cards' new manager wasn't born yet in 1981. That is true. That is true, Big Clue. That is true. I made a rhyme. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball of Replay Sports. We'll first know that Montreal did get the win, so 5-1 here. And we start on June 4th with Oakland at the White Sox. Oakland, let's see, Oakland 11-23, and that's going to be 2. The White Sox, a 12-44, and that's going to be 5. So that'll be a win for the White Sox. Let's see now. Boston at Cleveland. Let's see. Boston 15-51, and we got 6. Cleveland 13-33, and that's 4. A win for the Red Sox. Right now, the Yankees and them are chasing it. Texas at Minnesota. Texas 14-56, and 56, and that is 7. Minnesota 10-11. That's a straight 0, and the Rangers will get that win. Baltimore and the Yankees. I know the Red Sox would like to see the Yankees lose. Baltimore 12-63, and that's 7. That's a good roll for the Orioles, but the Yankees have a 20-62, and that's 9. And the Yankees win another one. Cubs and the Pirates. Cubs a 9-25, and that's 3. Pirates a 12-52, 5. The Pirates are in good shape too. They continue to stay where they're at. A win for Pittsburgh. Houston and the Padres. The Astros banging trash cans, 10-46. That is going to be a 5. The Padres a 4-21, and that's only 1. That'll be a win for the Astros. I guess the Astros are banging trash cans in San Diego for that one. Oh, never mind. Win for the Astros. Moving on to June 5, Baltimore and California. Baltimore 10-42. And that's 4. And I know Steeler fan, of course, will be happy with that. California 9-32, and that's 3. That'll be a win for the O's. Minnesota at Detroit. Minnesota 2-52, and that's 4. Detroit 9-22, that's 2. A win for the Twins. Milwaukee at Kansas City. Milwaukee 9-25, 3. Kansas City 10-61, and that's 6. A win for the Royals. White Sox at the Yankees. White Sox a 12-14, and that's 1. The Yankees a 5-44, and that is going to be 3. And another win for the Yankees. Boston and Oakland. We'll have that game tomorrow night from that series. Boston a 13-14, and that is only 2. The Athletics a 12-26, and that's 3. A win for the A's. Cleveland at Seattle. Cleveland 18-24. 4. Seattle 11-43, and that is 4 also. So we have extras. And let's see what we got here. Cleveland rolled a 2. Their clutch is 0. Seattle rolled a 1. Their clutch is 0. Cleveland has the higher one, and they will win in extras. Toronto at Texas. Toronto minus 115, and that's going to be 0. Texas at 12-65. That's an easy win for them, and they blow them out 9-0. Philadelphia and the Braves. Braves doing pretty good this season. Philadelphia 10-13, and that's 1. Atlanta a 3-41, and that is 3. That's a win for the Braves. The Phillies have suddenly lost 4 straight, and they got swept by the Mets. Dodgers and the Cubs. Dodgers 13-64, and that's 8. Cubs a 112, that's 0, and the Dodgers blow them out. Expos and the Reds. Montreal a 9-45, that's 4. The Reds a 10-42, and that's also 4. So we have extras. The Expos rolled a 4. Montreal has a 0 clutch, so it stays a 4. The Reds rolled a 2. They have a +4 clutch, makes them a 6. The Reds will win that game, and they will win in extras. Mets and the Astros. Ugh. Randy Jones against Nolan Ryan. -3 versus 16. Oh, boy. Mets, -365. And that is going to be 5. The Astros are 16-13, and it is 2. And I get a happy recap for my Mets over the Astros as Randy Jones beats Nolan Ryan. -3 beats 16. And I know for a fact Steeler fan will say rigged. Or double rigged in that case. How about those Mets, Steeler fan? How about those Mets? San Francisco at Pittsburgh. See, there you go, Steeler fans. And there you go. Yeah, rigged in capital letters. San Francisco at Pittsburgh. Giants 14-46, and that's 5. Pittsburgh 11-34, 4, and that will be a win for the G-Men. Padres and the Cardinals, biggest con job in RJ Ellis. Dang. Padres 11. Let's see. Padres 11-25, and that's 3. Cardinals a 12-43, and that's 5. The Cardinals will win that game. Mets banging trash cans. Ryan probably walked home the winning run. Moving on to June 6th. I was going to do, I mistakenly did this one, so that wasn't scheduled. Boston here at Oakland is the next one, so forget that one. So we move on to June 6th. As you know, the strike does occur this week, or at least in this week, we will have the strike. Baltimore, California. Baltimore, a 6-14, that's 1. California, a 12-65, that's 9. And the Angels will win that one. Minnesota at Detroit. Minnesota 3-35, and that's 2. Yeah, that's 2. Detroit 11-21, and that's 2. Wow, they go ahead and tie. So we have extras. Minnesota rolled a 2, and they're -1 clutch, so it becomes a 1. Detroit rolled a 5, +1 is a 6, and the Tigers will win that in extras. Milwaukee at the Royals, Brewers and Royals. Milwaukee a 10-13, and that's 1. Kansas City a 6-26, that's 2. That'll be a win for the Royals. White Sox and the Yankees. At the Yankees. White's curious who the division was at the strike this time. I actually posted the actual standings on the actual standings after I did them on the Universal Baseball page. There are some differences between the two seasons so far, but then again, that's why you do a replay. Why would you want it to be exactly alike? White Sox a 735, and that's a 3. Yankees 815, and that's 1. That'll be a win for the Chi Sox. Boston at Oakland. Boston a 1564. Wow, that's going to be 9. Oakland a 1721, not a chance, and that is 3, and that will be a rubber game on tomorrow. Cleveland and Seattle. I understand how everybody talks about, everybody talks about accuracy and all that stuff. People, come on, let's be honest. If you wanted a perfect, accurate baseball game, why play it? Because you really won't, because you already know who's going to win. You already know it's going to win. Yes, you want it to be as accurate as possible, but of course there's going to be changes. There's going to be differences. That's what makes this hobby so good. You really don't know. Cleveland and Seattle. Cleveland 1322, that's 3. Seattle 443, and that is also 3. So we have a tie game between the two. Cleveland rolls a 3, and their clutch is 0. Seattle rolls a 2. Their clutch is 0, so Cleveland will still win this game. Toronto at Texas. Toronto, let's see here, 533, and that's 2. Texas, 952, and that is 5. That'll be a win for the Rangers. Philadelphia and the Braves. Phillies, a 1432, and that's going to be 4. Atlanta, a 933, and that's going to be 3. So the Phillies will snap their 4-game losing streak. Dodgers and the Cubs. Dodgers, a 2056, and that's 8. With Valenzuela on the mound. Cubs, a 0-32, and that's 2. That'll be a win for the Dodgers. Montreal and the Reds. Seaver on the mound for Cincinnati. Montreal, a 634, and that is going to be 3. But the Reds have a 1466, and that is 11. The Reds go ahead and pound the Expos in that game. Mets and the Astros once again. Pat Zachary against Vern Rule. Mets have a 2. The Astros have a 10. Can my Mets strike lightning again? Mets, 236, and that is 236, and that is 2. The Astros, 1016. That's also 2, so we have extras between the two. We have extras. Can the Mets win it in extras? Let's find out. Mets rolled a 3. New York has a 0 clutch. Houston rolls a 5. -1 is 4. The Astros will win that game. Rigged, as I will say. San Francisco at Pittsburgh. Giants, 1731, and that is 4. Pittsburgh, 1132, and that's 3. A win for the Giants. They continue to play well now. San Diego and the Cardinals. Padres, an 864, and that's 7. Cardinals, 2161, and that is 9. The Cardinals will beat the Padres even on that roll. That is your 10-minute ticker tonight. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. And tomorrow will be June 7th. The Boston Red Sox take on the Oakland Athletics. A rematch of the 76 American League Championship Series. And the Red Sox and the A's had it in 76. This is a rematch of that series here in 81. Dennis Eckersley against Tom Underwood. Boston against Oakland tomorrow night. Woodman 564, Steeler fan, Big Clue, baby. Todd B, Sean 1113, DJ John 4444, ID Jester, Tony's Board Life. Tony's Board Life, and of course, Brian Patterson. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. And make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Montreal Expos were absolute thieves on the base paths tonight. 7 stolen bases. They beat the Cardinals tonight 5-1, and great outfield assists from their defense. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.